Hi, well, we have had a pretty productive week here at the legislature this week. House File 2902, which is our franchise bill, has passed its first committee. The House Commerce Committee has passed our bill. Of course, the chair of this committee, Representative Joe Atkins, is the chief author of our franchise bill. Now, this is the same committee that held interim hearings on the issue of terminated dealers and just the issue of dealers dealing with the factories. They held one hearing in October and another in December, so they were pretty familiar with the issue already. Representative Atkins did an excellent job presenting the bill and describing why dealers need additional franchise law protections this year. The committee passed the bill unanimously, and now it has to head to another House committee called the Civil Justice Committee. It would be helpful if dealers could touch base with members of the Civil Justice Committee before our bill gets there for a hearing. I've provided a list of the membership of that committee as well as their contact information in this week's legislative update. Across the street in the Senate, Senator Scheid has introduced the Senate version of our franchise bill. It is Senate File 2663. So Senate File 2663 will also need to clear 2 Senate committees by the committee deadline. We're expecting our first hearing in the Senate sometime in the next couple of weeks. It'll go to the Commerce Committee first and then on to the Senate Judiciary Committee. It would also be helpful if, as long as you're making phone calls to House members, to also touch base with your senators, especially those who are members of the 2 key committees that we'll need to clear this year. You might also be interested to know that General Motors has hired additional lobbyists to help oppose our efforts here at the state legislature this year. Normally when we are pursuing franchise law amendments, we are generally dealing with the Alliance of Automotive Manufacturers. That's the coalition of major automotive manufacturers that tend to speak with one voice. This year, General Motors has found it necessary to hire additional lobbyists to supplement the alliance in their fight against the dealers here in Minnesota. We'll of course keep you updated as that transpires. But that's about it. Once again, I just want to ask you to take a minute this week to put in a phone call to your state legislators, asking them to support our state franchise bill, House File 2902 and Senate File 2663. If you need more information, there's a lot more information on the bill at the legislative page at MADA.org, but always feel free to drop me an email or give me a call if you've got any questions about how to do that, how to find your legislator, or any questions about the legislation. I'm happy to do that. Until then, we'll see you next week.